Brandon Ingram dominated the Sacramento Kings, and through 2 preseason games, he scored a whopping 33 points in just 31 minutes. Toronto might just have landed a superstar, and all they had to give up was a cowboy, a hockey player, and a protected Indiana first? Not so fast.
32 games for Sacramento last season. Ingram ends the drought for the Raptors.
Fans in Toronto, perhaps traumatized by the past 2 years, have been quick to hitch their wagon to Ingram being some sort of Kawhi redux. But since being drafted in 2016 by the Los Angeles Lakers with the 2nd overall pick, Ingram has been not Kawhi Leonard. So how do we understand Brandon Ingram? Is he, as Bobby Webster describes, the most talented offensive player Toronto has had since Leonard? Or is he, as his critics describe, one of the most disappointing teases in NBA history? Let's dig into the numbers. Here's Ingram's career summed up next to Raptors star Scottie Barnes. Not surprised here, Ingram scores a bit more, he's more efficient from all 3 levels, but look at those depressing impact metrics. For comparison, here's what Brandon Ingram looks like next to Kevin Durant through 9 seasons. And that's before Durant became way more efficient in Golden State. So how do we account for this gap? For starters, Durant and Barnes are just much higher floor defenders, especially Scottie. So Ingram leaves a lot on the board there analytically. Furthermore, they're just far better in their shot selection relative to their skill set. There's no reason that Scottie Barnes should have shot better from 2 over the past 4 years than Ingram, but he has, especially with the former being a Project Zero level scorer and the latter being the second coming of Kobe and Kevin Durant. The aesthetics of Ingram have never matched the reality of Ingram, and the criticisms have been warranted. But lost in all of this context, here are Ingram and Barnes only in their All-Star seasons. This is the Brandon Ingram the Raptors are hoping to unlock. The Ingram who doesn't dance with the ball as much, the one who makes quicker decisions, takes more threes, and is generally more comfortable off the ball. Lonzo Ball was a huge part in helping Brandon Ingram become an all-star, and Scottie Barnes can do something similar in Toronto. Barnes is also a widely criticized former all-star who took a step back in efficiency last season. I once asked his trainer Brian Macon who he would like to see Scottie Barnes work with, and he answered without hesitation, Kevin Durant. Well, Ingram isn't Durant, but that doesn't mean he doesn't do similar things to Durant, and regardless of what version of Ingram Toronto gets, he is a mega upgrade over Gary Trent Jr. and Grady Dick. Toronto is hoping at age 28 that they're going to unlock Brandon Ingram 2.0, the hyper-efficient 3-level scorer who can pull together all of that talent into a real analytical impact on winning. The Pelicans couldn't wait to get off of Ingram's money, and his own agent, Rich Paul, admitted that there would not have been a single team in the league with the cap space to pay Ingram what the Raptors did this past offseason. So while on the surface, the Raptors bought Ingram on the cheap, they also know that there's a reason why other GMs weren't slamming down the door to bring Ingram in with loads of picks the way the Magic did for Desmond Bane.
So, we have a lot of guys that really care about the game, not the politics of the game, but really care about the game. And when you have guys that are bought in and selfless, you start succeeding from there.
For the record, I think Ingram and Barnes are on the precipice of having career years while leading the Raptors to the playoffs. Fans will debate all year who is better, who is more valuable, whose team it is. But the truth is, if the Raptors win games, it won't really matter. And if there's 2 people in this city who care less about that debate than anyone else, it's probably these 2. So hit the like, subscribe for more content, and to really support the channel, consider becoming a member.
But when it comes to being in Toronto and being with the team, how beneficial is that when you start this season?
I think it'll show, the chemistry that we've built over the time that I've been here. We've been able to get on the floor a lot in the month of September, some in July around summer league time, and some in August, having guys come out in the summer and just playing some pickup basketball and doing some stuff off the floor. So everybody is really inviting. And I think it's going to pay dividends. We're going to be able to communicate to each other a little easier.